Hi everyone, Marlene here with Buffalo Check Chicks. I wanted to come to you today with just a little video about a collection of mine, and that is depression glass. Now I started collecting depression glass many years ago. I haven't picked any up for years and years, but if I see something that strikes my fancy, I'll grab it. It all started with one piece, and it was my grandmother's candy jar. Let me show that to you. This is called a cabbage rose pattern. So this was my grandmother's. And if you can see that little, isn't that pretty? It's a light pink. Most of my depression glass is pink, and that is one of the most popular colors to collect. Depression glass comes in clear, different shades of pink, mostly light pink. It comes in greens, golds, blues, and very rare, a lavender color. But they say pink is the most popular color to collect, and that's the majority of what I have. So I pulled this all out because I wanted to clean out my china hutch, and I need to wash this all down. So I thought, well, while I have it out, I'll go ahead and show it to my friends. So, and I'll get some close-up shots, but let me show you some of the pieces that I have. So, like I say, it started off with my grandmother's candy dish. Actually, it was my grandpa's candy dish, and he used to keep mints in it. He had a real sweet tooth, and so it was always on his bureau. So from there, I picked up, let me stretch here, a few more candy dishes. Here's another one. Isn't that pretty? And they all have, it's hard to see the pattern, but this has like a rose. It has a rose on it, etched rose. And then I have, I have them all over. I gotta stand up. Here's another candy dish. And this one's real pretty too. It's a different color pink. It's a darker pink. And then this I've showed you before. This was my mom's when she was a little girl. She got it when she was about 5. So back in 1940. And they used to keep them on their little dressers. Little deer. And here's another little, I assume it's a candy dish. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see the pattern on there. There's so many different patterns, and I don't know the names of all the patterns. And I am not an expert in any way on depression glass, but I do enjoy what I have and just wanted to share it with you. So I have, this is a neat little piece. I've heard this is called a mayonnaise jar, or I guess it could be used for any sauce. And it has this pretty little spoon. See if you can see the pattern on there. Isn't that pretty? Another rose. Once in a while I do get out my depression glass and use it. I usually just set this on top of a plate like that. I used to have lots of little tea parties, and I'd always pull my depression glass out, like my little mayonnaise jar and different odds and ends. This here is a, oh boy, it's dirty. I haven't washed it yet. It's a sandwich holder. So you just pick it up here, put your little tea sandwiches on there. If you can see the pattern on there. It's kind of like a little leaf pattern. Let's see, what else do I have this is some stemware, and I do have a set of these, and I never use them. They're very, very, very fragile. Doesn't have a pattern on it. It's just very fragile. So I never really use these. And let's see. This was also my grandmother's. And my grandmother used this as a cake plate. And my grandmother used to love to bake. She was such a good cook. And so every day Mom would come home, she'd either have a big pot of homemade soup cooking, and she always had some kind of dessert. And they lived on what we'd call a little farm, and they produced all their own food. And so they never went hungry, even during hard times back in the 40s and 30s. But that was my grandmother's cake plate. Now, like I say, depression glass does come in many different colors. This is a yellow, and these are just some little saucers that I have, and I have a complete set of these. And I think this pattern is called Madrid, and it's a yellow. And I also have some of these, I call them sherbet glasses. They're yellow. They're pretty. And this is really, I'm not sure what this is used for, but it has a very unique shape to it. It has a little pedestal. Isn't that pretty? And I've used that at my little tea parties as well. And this bowl here is just gorgeous. Just beautiful. I like the handles. They're like little bows. Such a pretty pattern. Like I say, I don't know the names. There's so many different patterns. These are candlestick holders. And it's the only pair that I have in depression glass. And I usually put white candles in here. And those are real pretty. I have, this is, I don't know if you'll be able to tell the color. It's a very, very pale lavender. Looks like a crystal dish, and yeah, it's really hard to tell the color, but it is a very, very pale lavender. Really pretty. And here's another platter here. Depression glass, you can still find it. Believe it or not, I have found depression glass at Goodwill. Not often. Mostly antique stores or garage sales. I've picked them up at garage sales. And this is just a clear piece of depression glass. But look at the pattern on that. Very pretty. And then some of the depression glass has like a silver, it's almost like it's painted silver on top. I have two pieces like this. It's just a little bowl. And then this one here. I don't even know what this would be used for, but it also has the silver on it. And so I showed you some yellow, my pink, and I have green. This was my grandma's, and I've brought this out before. And this, if you do put a black light on it, it shines, and it's really pretty. This was just a little picture that my grandma used to have in her kitchen. Depression glass is mostly from the mid-1920s all the way through World War II. And this is a really pretty. I love this. It's a light mint green. And this is something, I've never seen this color again. And what's unique about this, let's see if I can turn it. On the top, up in here, right up here, are birds. They're like birds of paradise. But I just love, and this is one that also shines if you put a black light on it. And I just think this is gorgeous. I have several of the sugar and creamers. Here's one in the yellow. Right there. And I have several in the pink. If you hear the noise, it's Mom over there. She's getting into something. I don't know what it is, so. And there's the pink. So here's another one. Now this is also pink. And it's got the little etched roses on it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. And this here, I know this is called the sunflower pattern. And I think it's also used as a cake plate. So I just wanted to show you some of my depression glass today. Here's the Cobalt Blue. Both these pieces were Mom's when she was a little girl. And this is a bathtub. I don't know if they would actually use that as a soap dish. This looks like an ashtray. I see these a lot at antique stores. It's a top hat. And it looks like it's made for an ashtray. So many different kinds of depression glass and colors, and I don't see it too often anymore, not like I used to. And I'm really thankful that I have my grandmother's depression glass. And yeah, like I say, I'm pretty much done collecting the depression glass, but if I see something, I'll pick it up. Anyways, I just wanted to come on and say hi and thank all of you for your sweet prayers and support of this COVID thing. It went, my son Matt ended up getting it first, and my son John, and then it came to me, and believe it or not, Mom got it last, and out of all of us, she was the least sick. Can you believe it? Because we've always been so worried about, Mom getting COVID because she's on oxygen. And so, like I say, I'm not 100%, but I'm better. We're all better, and we're doing okay. So, I just wanted to come on and say hi. I miss you guys. And I will see y'all soon with the next video. You guys take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.